Module 3. Information Systems, Organizations, and Strategy. Information systems play a crucial role in enabling organizations to achieve their strategic objectives. To build and use information systems successfully, managers need to understand the features of organizations that impact the design and implementation of these systems. Information systems can have a significant impact on organizations, enabling them to create new business models and gain a competitive advantage in their industry. Porter's competitive forces model, the value chain model, synergies, core competencies, and network economics can help companies develop competitive strategies using information systems. However, strategic information systems also present challenges that must be addressed to realize their full potential. Features of organizations that impact information systems. Several features of organizations impact the design and implementation of information systems. These include the organization's structure, culture, size, and strategy. Organizations with a centralized structure, for example, may require information systems that provide a top-down view of the company's operations, while decentralized organizations may require systems that provide more granular data. The culture of an organization can also impact information systems. Organizations that value innovation and risk-taking may be more likely to invest in new technologies and systems, while more conservative organizations may prefer to stick with proven technologies. The size of an organization can impact its ability to implement and manage information systems. Larger organizations may have more complex systems that require more resources to manage effectively. Finally, the strategy of an organization can impact its use of information systems. Companies that compete on cost may use information systems to streamline operations and reduce costs, while companies that compete on innovation may use systems to develop new products and services. Companies may also choose to use multiple strategies at once and see which one works better. For example, to choose whether to change a production process, the company might convert one of its 2 assembly lines to the new process, while leaving the other with the old process. The two cannot be compared to see which one is more efficient. This is known as a parallel conversion strategy. Creating a new product is called a cross-functional business process because it fulfills multiple functions within a business. Impact of information systems on organizations. Information systems can have a significant impact on organizations. They can enable organizations to create new business models and gain a competitive advantage in their industry. Information systems can also improve the efficiency and effectiveness of organizational processes, enabling companies to reduce costs and improve customer service. However, information systems can also present challenges for organizations. These systems require significant investment in hardware, software, and training. They also require ongoing maintenance and support, which can be expensive. Porter's competitive forces model, value chain model, synergies, core competencies, and network economics. Porter's competitive forces model, value chain model, synergies, core competencies, and network economics can help companies develop competitive strategies using information systems. The competitive forces model identifies the 5 forces that shape competition in an industry: supplier power, buyer power, threat of new entrants, threat of substitutes, and rivalry among existing firms. Information systems can impact these forces by enabling companies to reduce costs, differentiate their products and services, and build customer loyalty. The value chain model identifies the primary and support activities that organizations perform to create value for their customers. Information systems can impact the value chain by improving the efficiency and effectiveness of these activities. Synergies and core competencies refer to the ability of companies to leverage their strengths and resources to create value. Information systems can enable companies to identify and leverage synergies and core competencies, enabling them to develop competitive advantages. Finally, network economics refers to the benefits that come from being part of a network or ecosystem. Information systems can enable companies to participate in networks and ecosystems, enabling them to create new business models and gain a competitive advantage. Challenges posed by strategic information systems. Strategic information systems pose several challenges for organizations. These include the cost of implementation and ongoing maintenance, the need for skilled personnel to manage and support these systems, and the potential for disruption to existing business processes. To address these challenges, organizations must develop a comprehensive strategy for implementing and managing strategic information systems. This strategy should include a plan for managing costs, identifying and training personnel with the necessary skills, and developing a process for minimizing disruption to existing business processes. Role of MIS in organizational culture. MIS can play a significant role in shaping organizational culture. By providing employees with access to information and the ability to communicate and collaborate, MIS can help to create a more transparent and open culture. MIS can also support innovation and risk-taking, as employees have access to data and information that can help them to identify new opportunities and take calculated risks. MIS can also support the development of a learning culture in organizations. By providing employees with access to training and development resources, MIS can enable them to develop new skills and knowledge, enhancing their ability to contribute to the organization. Economic impacts of MIS. MIS can have significant economic impacts on organizations. By providing decision-makers with timely and accurate information, MIS can enable organizations to make better decisions, leading to improved financial performance. MIS can also help to reduce costs and increase efficiency, as employees have access to data and information that can help them to identify opportunities for improvement. MIS is best at assisting with structured decisions. That is, decisions that are quantifiable. One example would be calculating gross pay for hourly workers. Other decisions, that are procedural or case-by-case basis, generally require human intervention. MIS can also support innovation and growth in organizations. By providing employees with access to data and information, MIS can enable them to identify new opportunities and develop new products and services. MIS can also help organizations to expand into new markets and regions, enabling them to grow and diversify their revenue streams. Agency theory and MIS. Agency theory is a useful framework for understanding the role of MIS in organizations. Agency theory suggests that there is a principal-agent relationship in organizations, where the principal, typically the owner or board of directors, hires an agent, typically a manager, to act on their behalf. MIS can help to align the interests of the principal and the agent by providing the agent with access to information and data that enables them to make decisions that are in the best interests of the organization. MIS can also help to monitor the performance of the agent, enabling the principal to identify and address any issues that arise. However, agency theory also suggests that there can be conflicts of interest between the principal and the agent. For example, the agent may prioritize their own interests over those of the organization, leading to suboptimal decision-making. MIS can help to mitigate these conflicts by providing the principal with transparency into the decision-making process and the ability to monitor the performance of the agent.